I know you wrote another article. I'm interesting to hear the rationale. NFL draft losing its importance for a few reasons, and it's not just for the Browns. Take us through that.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, and this is where some of the lexicon and the wording we use around the NFL, it'll take a while to change, but we've talked about building NFL teams has to come through the NFL draft. And the reason for that has been very, very simple. Young players, cheap contracts. That's it. At this point in time, we have the lowest underclassmen coming out this year that we've ever had because of NIL, because of COVID regulations, because of the transfer portal. College prospects now have a lot of options. So they can look as a 20, 21-year-old. They could either go to the NFL, hope they're drafted in the third or fourth round, hope they get these opportunities, or some school is going to pay them $1 million to come to their school, transfer over, be the number one receiver, get their hype up a little bit more, and then hope that they can be drafted then at 22 years old. We have 24-year-olds in this upcoming draft that are expected to be drafted in the first and second round. So in general, when we look at age, you think about ceilings. The older the prospect, the more likely they hit their physical ceiling. So all of a sudden, you have a 24-year-old who, if they're a first-round pick, their second contract starts when they're 29. Right? A 23-year-old, their second contract starts when they're 28. So all of a sudden, we don't have as young of players coming out with kind of that ability to develop what they're kind of going to become. They're coming out more kind of guaranteed. Now, that's not true for the top prospects, right? The Marvin Harrison Juniors of the world, the Caleb Williams of the world, those kind of top 15, 20-some picks, they're probably going to be the young guys. But after that, college prospects have a lot more options to make decisions whether to come out or not. You're going to see a lot of older prospects moving forward, a lot of seniors, all of that. The second reason is the salary cap. Cheaper is no longer as important. While the rookie wage scale is decided by the salary cap, all of a sudden teams don't have to really dedicate as much time and energy to these draft picks to be successful because they can just replace them. They have an extra 5, 10, $20 million just laying around for veterans who they know that they can produce. So no longer, I mean, we saw Kenny Pickett, Trey Lance, both of those first-round quarterbacks traded after 2 years with their teams. Justin Fields was just traded. So teams, because of the expanding salary cap, Joe Banner actually put out a tweet about it, teams don't have to be focused on cheaper talent anymore. It's great if it hits, but they have the ability to really build their roster just through free agency.